Yeah. Okay, we're live. What's up, y'all?
What's up, guys?
I'm back here.
Okay, so today, the gang's back together. My brother couldn't make it today. Some other time we're gonna get him together. We're gonna talk about the breakup stuff I've been going through. We talked about everything that Kevin's been through. He's back from boot camp. He's officially a Marine now.
Let's go.
And
Private.
then-
Well, I can't say my last name, but yeah, I'm a private now.
Wait, Ricky, can I say the stuff about you online?
E1.
No.
No, not everything. Just the one thing that happened.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so me and Ricky went through a breakup, bro. The squad caught the breakup syndrome of 2023 fucking hard. We're gonna start off we're gonna talk about the expectations of a good relationship.
Oh, I'm married to the core as the moment, so.
There you go. He's the only one in a relationship. Before he left, he was a single one, and now he's the only one in a relationship.
I'm married to the core.
Oh fuck.
Now I'm single as fuck.
And me and Ricky are in our villain arc right now.
Like, you guys are in your depressed training arc right now.
Fuck.
You guys still gotta make it out the villain arc.
All right. So in a good relationship, depending on your religious beliefs and stuff, I'm gonna start off with my personal beliefs in a relationship. The number one thing, obviously, you gotta have good loyalty. You gotta have good communications. You have to spend time with each other every day. And let's go deeper into that. Loyalty, obviously, it's common sense, but there's a lot that could go into it. Certain things you say or do can be misunderstood as something else. Even if you didn't intend to mean it that way, you could be just saying something one way. Someone could interpret it as you hitting on them or you flirting with them. And I'm sure you guys remember, like, the guys at our old job, anytime a girl would come their way, they obviously thought the girl liked them 100% and wanted them.
Right.
And then the same thing with girls, because at my old workplace, oh shit, I didn't tell you guys this, but at my old workplace, I had that reputation of the player reputation. Okay. And here's the thing. And I didn't tell you guys before, but I never did shit with any of those girls. Like,
So what are you telling?
I'm telling you, I'm telling everyone right
okay.
now, I never did shit with any of those girls. But they were hitting on me and flirting with me. So I didn't know this.
You didn't start anything with them.
I didn't start anything.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit with them.
They
But
would start.
My ex told me that was my girlfriend at the time. She told me that my reputation around the entire workplace was that, and I was like, I haven't done anything. Like what the hell did I do? And she's like, oh yeah,
I didn't ask to be the Rizzler.
Yeah, I didn't ask to do that shit, but she said that was my reputation, and I thought I was just being polite. So, especially for a guy, men don't flirt when they're bored. Girls do. And even more for girls, certain things they say or do, especially if you say it to a guy, guys aren't used to getting affection. So they're going to think you like them, right?
Right.
So you got to be very careful about that in a relationship. Social media type of stuff, something simple as liking the opposite gender's picture, like commenting under their post, these people are going to think you like them. And loyalty goes on another thing, like not spending one-on-one time with someone alone. That means guys and girls cannot be friends. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. Guys and girls cannot be just friends. Someone's bullshitting, someone is lying, and moreover, it's going to be the guy. He will never close the door for a hookup. Like, even if you're in a relationship, they'll try to say, hey, we're just friends. And who are you going to be more comfortable with hooking up? Your guy friend or some stranger? What do you think? Guys and girls, can they be friends or not?
Like, if there's a time period, I feel like the guy's main goal is to, like, finally, hook up. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the main.
They could pry on that person. They could wait for the right timing. They know what type of person that girl likes. They know when she's going to be the most vulnerable, and they could make a move right then and there.
Yep.
There's guys and girls, they don't give a fuck about your boundaries. They don't give a damn if you're in a relationship, and they like it. So they'll keep on going after you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, like,
Oh, A bit like
The person at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. So like, I'll give you guys examples. From my last relationship, I did have a female friend. She did not like that at all. Like I said, like we were gonna go to the gym, and she was like, "Oh, it's a girl, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Why are you gonna hang out with a girl?" And I was like, See, I didn't think anything of it because before I met her, she had a guy friend. And you gotta check that nothing's ever happened between the female friend or the guy friend. They like never dated, they never had romantic feelings for each other, none of that. She helped him get a car because he didn't have a car. He was new to the country. I met the guy and he was like divorced and he was clearly not over his ex. And he told her to date me. So if this dude liked her, why the fuck would you tell her to come date me? You get what I'm saying? Right, Ricky? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, spending alone time with the opposite gender was not okay. The other thing was this guy, when we had dinner and I met him, he tried to make a dirty joke. And I was like, bro, you're making a dirty joke in front of her. You don't make dirty jokes with someone else's girl. Like, that's one thing. If you had a girl, bro, we're close. I would not make dirty jokes with her. Like, that's just respect for the other person. And the reputation thing, again, let's go back to that. For girls, your reputation could get really bad. Way more than guys, because if a guy's friendly with lots of girls, if a guy has lots of female friends, or friends in general, that's a red flag. Right? The girls are going to be like, he's fucking them, he's doing something with them.
right.
But if the girl's really friendly with guys, what does that look like?
They're dating or something like that.
Right, so especially in a relationship, and the reputation will spread around. So like, if at work they saw you with a girl, what would happen? Like talking and making her laugh. Oh, you guys are dating, you guys are fucking.
Right, they would always,
something like that.
Yeah, that assumption would always be the first thing that come to mind. Like, oh, they're
And
dating.
The rumors would start, right?
Right.
So especially if you're in a relationship, if you're the guy and you're flirting with you could not be flirting with her, you could just be talking with her and she starts laughing. What's the first thing people are gonna think? You're flirting with
You
her,
guys are
you're
seeing each
cheating,
other.
you're doing something. And the same
Yeah.
thing with the girl. It's gonna be like, so who looks bad? The person in that relationship, right? So like if you had a girl, she's gonna look bad, she's gonna look like a hoe.
Right.
You're gonna look like a fucking idiot because it looks like you're getting cheated on, and the whole relationship looks bad. So you gotta be careful about what you say or do and how you act. Obviously, like, I don't touch the opposite gender. Like, there's a difference between shaking hands and meeting. I never had that problem because she was religious. She's not supposed to touch guys of the opposite gender. But I think that's just common sense. But it doesn't hurt to talk about it because you don't know. Even like guys over there, they would handshake or fist bump or slap five. They thought the girls liked them, like wanted them, like to fuck them and shit.
Right.
And then something's like simple like the Instagram. There was tons of girls who added their female friends at work. There's girls who would add other guys, and it's like, well, does she really want to hook up with all these guys, or is she just adding people? Like, these guys see that as a sign of you wanting them. So like, it's like giving your phone number out. So this gives them, you give someone an inch.
A sense of hope.
Yeah, you give
Or a chance.
you give someone an inch and they'll take a mile. So this is what could happen.
Right. That's a good way to put it. You give someone an inch and they take a mile. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very important, and communication. I think we talked about everything with loyalty. That's common sense and stuff. Don't be alone with the opposite gender. Don't let them touch you. Watch how you say things, and you could mean something completely innocent, but someone could make it into a dirty joke, a double entendre. So you gotta be very careful. And if you say or do something that your partner doesn't like, or vice versa, you guys have to talk about it. They need to acknowledge why that made you feel that way. They need to respect your opinion and why your feelings, and then make up for it. So there was times for me, like the English language, the American barrier, she wasn't used to American culture, so they would try to teach her the wrong thing, and I would tell her like, hey, this means something else. Like, they're teaching her dirty jokes, they're teaching her some other fucked up shit. So I would have to explain it to her, and then she would get pissed, like they're teaching her the wrong shit. Also, she didn't think like that. Like, we could be having a conversation, and she would be like trying to say something normal, and I would look at her and I'm like, hey, yo, this sounds really dirty, so be careful about how you say it. Or then, like, if someone said or did something inappropriate and she didn't say anything back, like if I say something like, hey, you can't say shit like that, but she just stands there and doesn't say anything, it looks bad because she didn't say anything. It looks like I'm the only one fighting that shit, like, hey, it's inappropriate, you can't say shit like that. So then, like, she would tell
But
me,
you're trying to help her out.
yeah, so exactly, so I had to explain that to her, and then she would tell me, like, hey, they're making dirty jokes here at work. I was like, what are they saying? And she told me that, and I was like, okay, you need to draw the line. Don't let these people make dirty jokes with you. And it's guys who claim to be friends. And I'm like, you don't make dirty jokes with a girl who's in a relationship. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I told her, so if a girl made dirty jokes with me, would that be appropriate? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, so you need to tell them, like, it's not appropriate for you guys to make dirty jokes. And she did. And the guys were mad. And it's like, bro, this is our boundaries in a relationship. You guys aren't respecting this shit. And then obviously they just thought it was a joke, and I'm like, yeah, you don't make jokes with someone's girl, you don't make jokes with someone's mom. That's disrespect.
Yes.
So like, she would tell me that type of stuff, and obviously the relationship, it's work, and that's what people don't understand. It's every single day you have to show up and work, man. You have to spend time with each other, you have to prove you're loyal every single day, you have to prove you have good communication skills. The thing is, communication skills, texting and calling, right? You could be on calls all day, and you need to respond fast to a text, or else it looks like you're just ignoring that person and treating them badly. If your work doesn't allow you to do that, then you need to communicate with that person, like, hey, I'll text you, I'll call you on my break or lunch, or like, you need to explain things through, because if you just don't text back, the worst thing that's going to happen is people are going to think something happened to you. Like, are you still alive?
They're gonna start assuming
you're doing something bad.
Right, that you're cheating, and it starts to lose loyalty.
Yeah.
All because of bad communication.
Yep. So it could have been prevented when you could have done something as simple as just explained yourself over text, and literally, like, even if you don't know what to say, literally text back, I don't know how to respond to this. That's better than not saying shit at all.
Right.
But again, so that communication thing wasn't a problem at first. The cultural barrier thing, we had to teach everything. Loyalty wasn't a problem. Obviously, she was religious, and we both trusted each other. But it's out of respect. Damn, this shit fell hella bad. Let's sum everything up again. Communication, loyalty, anything else?
Loyalty goes into trust. So
Yeah.
Or I mean, my bad. Trust goes into loyalty.
Yeah. So let's sum up the key points. Loyalty. It means you guys have to discuss this with your partner. You have to have loyalty in the relationship. If you don't, you're never going to have peace of mind. You're always going to wonder if that person did something at work. Like, you could be at home sleeping, or you could be at work, and you're going to wonder, like, did this person do something at work? Did this person... It could be something simple as, like, texting or flirting. Because we've seen that happen at work. We've seen it happen. The girls cheat, the guys cheat. It starts something like flirting, social media, texting. You don't know what the hell's going to happen. So if you can't trust that person, you can't be in a relationship with them.
Right. Can it be as simple as change as, like, your significant other having a change of mood?
Yeah.
When it's the cause of, like, a bad day that happened or something happened that isn't really a big deal, but you, since you don't have good communication with each other and don't talk it out, it could be misinterpreted as, again, started like, oh, like cheating or something like that. It could be misinterpreted into a different, thing than in reality. It's just like a small thing that just, they're just not feeling good that day.
Yeah, and then you have to talk things through. There is no bottling things up. There is no yelling at each other. There is no hitting each other physically, like pushing each other, like pointing your finger at. Don't do shit like that. You have to honestly talk things through and understand why they're feeling upset, why they're going through that stuff. Or the other thing is, there's no jealousy in a relationship. That person's being protective of you, especially with the opposite gender. men can see something that women can't see. And when you're in a relationship, there was a time, I'm gonna give an example. There was a time this girl was hitting on me, and literally I looked at Ricky and I was like, bro, is she like hitting on me? This girl was literally hitting on me in front of my girlfriend at work. Like, this was so weird that the girl did not give a fuck I had a girlfriend. But I did not think that way because I'm so loyal to her. Fuck. I did not think that way, but not everyone's gonna think that way. They're not gonna give a fuck if you're in a relationship or not. They'll still try, and when you're in a relationship, you still need to pick up these senses. The girl is gonna see something the girl that is flirting with you is doing that you aren't seeing. So your girlfriend is gonna know when girls are being sneaky and being flirty with you. So you might have a friend or a coworker who's doing shit, and she could pick that up. And vice versa. The man's gonna see something that the guy is doing to the girlfriend, trying to flirt or trying to do some bullshit and be sneaky. She's not gonna pick that up. So you gotta respect your partner's their spidey senses. Let's call it that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, cause
girls have spidey senses with other girls, and then guys have spidey senses with other guys.
yeah,
They'll know what they're doing at that moment, because there's a goal. There's a goal that they're trying to accomplish, and either one is gonna pick up on that, like flirting and shit like that.
yeah.
They'll know it right away.
And this is why guys and girls, like a lot of people, man, they say guys and girls can never just be friends. And if you think about it this way, does your mom have guy friends? No. Does your dad have female friends? No. Like, why do you think? Because, like, people can't be friends. Just stay friends. And if you guys, and you see it all over the internet, you'll see, like, oh, once this person, as soon as you guys break up, who do they go to? That friend. And now they're suddenly dating. What happened to that shit? Like, they were eyeballing each other before. Or, like, this is just basic human psychology. The longer time you spend with someone, the more connection you develop, you're gonna have feelings. And if your partner doesn't like someone like that, you need to respect their decision. So, healthy relationships, and I'm sure you could check with your parents too. I'm sure they don't have friends of the opposite gender. Communication, we talked about that. Helping each other with your mental health every single day. Sometimes you're gonna be on 100%, your partner's gonna be on 0. Or both of you are gonna be on 0, both of you are gonna be on 20, both of you are gonna be 30.
It varies.
It varies. Some days you're gonna need her more than she's gonna need you, or vice versa. So it might be a week, it might be a month that she needs you way more than her. So you need to be there for that person. And you do need to motivate each other to do better. And the things when I was in a relationship was we kept on motivating each other to go back to school, save up, say we deserve better jobs, help each other's mental health, and take care of each other is a big thing. Because nowadays, like, people will, it's so stupid how people think an old-fashioned relationship is bad. Like, no grown man is gonna have a problem with it, but while you're dating, it has to be both of you taking care of each other. It's 100%. The relationship is right here in the middle. Both of you are going towards a relationship, and you have to invest your time and money. And by that, I mean, if I'm buying you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're gonna buy me the breakfast, lunch, and dinner too. If I'm investing my time and money into the relationship, you're gonna be doing the same. If I'm buying you gifts and spoiling you, you better be doing the same thing to me. And a lot of people think it's only the man has to pay for everything. No man is gonna have a problem with that unless she isn't a stay-at-home mom. Like most men, if you have a stay-at-home wife, she's taking care of the house and kids.
That's the way of paying the man back.
Yeah, I would have no problem paying the bills. She's my wife. She's taking care of the house. She's taking care of the kids. But like, a lot of people seem to think it's sexist, it's misogynistic. They'll say you just want a servant, you just want a maid. Like, bro, there's tons of women who want to be stay-at-home moms. Y'all are acting like men are doing something very bad. Like, the fuck? It's only worked for thousands of years before civilization, bro. Oh god, man, I swear these stupid fake feminists are fucking stupid, bro. And honestly, like, your parents do the same thing, don't they?
Yeah, except my mom works though.
Yeah, but it's within reasons too. So like,
yeah,
if the wife also works, whoever has a more stressful job, they're gonna do less work. So like if I had a wife and kids, I still wouldn't want her to do all the work alone. But if if I work 12 plus hours a day, I'm not fucking coming home like and expecting myself to fucking cook and clean too. Like I'll help cooking, I'll help cleaning too, but let's be realistic. If she's working a job too and it's a lot less stressful than mine, she's gonna do most of the cooking, and chances are she's gonna be a better cook than me. Like I'm a really good cook, but like nobody could compete with your wife's cooking. I'm not gonna start an argument in the comments and shit. Don't say like your mom's cooking's better. Don't say your grandma's cooking's better, bro. But you know what I'm saying. Like, if anyone comes back home from a long day of work, the person who has a part-time job or a lower stress job, they're gonna be doing more of the work, so it kind of balances out. But yeah, no grown man's gonna want their wife to be stressed out at home, or like worry or work and then have to do everything by herself. So communication, loyalty, respect, all that stuff is very important in a relationship, and helping each other grow. And it's work every single day. There's something about this generation, they want instant gratification. They don't want to work for things. They want the high paying job, but they don't want to go to college. They don't want to work the years of experience necessary to get that
They
stuff.
look at the finish line, but they don't understand how to get there.
Yeah, they're looking for shortcuts, like everything. You see that everything with fitness too online. You see, like for girls, like get a huge butt in 30 days. It's like, guys, get a 6-pack, put on 20 pounds of muscle in a month. And that's like, bro, use your common sense. If it was that easy, don't you think every girl would have a big butt? Every guy would be jacked to the gills? But, you know, like people, they just want everything right away. I wish it were like that. It doesn't, man. You have to put in work every single day. And with relationships too, people see all this shit online. The 10-year, 20-year, 30-year relationship. And they want all the benefit of it without putting in the work. And things don't work that way, because everything is work. And now, especially with social media, people see all that materialistic crap, and then that's what they think a relationship is. So if they see something online and they're like, this girl's getting spoiled by her boyfriend with materialistic shit, why doesn't my boyfriend or husband get me that? They're gonna get pissed off, and it's gonna create problems in the relationship too. So you gotta remember, social media isn't real. You don't see the bad stuff going on.